But in my opinion, I think the pay to play and the college system, if we tie it into one, are just an additional avenue. And I think we used to talk about it is in America, the great thing is there's not one door. And if in other countries at 16, 17, you don't make it, let's go in a different career. But in America, if that door closes, there's another window. If you couldn't make a Division 1, go to a junior college. If you're gonna make it junior college, go this route. There's so many, and I think that's a beauty part about it that increases chances as well. But it takes a backseat to the other part.
Yeah, no, well said. I think, I think going back to it again, and another unique issue that the United States has that I think that other countries don't face is just the simple geographic size that we have. You know, um, the bottom line is it's a huge sport. It's a huge youth sport. There's a lot of players who are registered youth players, but there are a lot who may not be. And so it becomes incredibly difficult to kind of, again, if we're thinking about development, you have to ask the question of, well, what are the layers of development? Okay, so do we have the appropriate coaches at the grassroots level? Do we have the appropriate coaches at the zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 level? Do we have the appropriate coaching education going on? And then how do we tie all that in together? How do we get everybody sharing some of the same values? Clearly, there's going to be some differences in the way people see the game. But I do think there needs to be a collaboration on getting things to kind of bottleneck and focus towards certain values and how we view the game. But I think, taking going back to the Olympic qualifying game, the thing that everybody keeps saying is that we maybe be developing better technicians, players who are understanding the game, but are we creating robots? You hear that term. Are we creating soft players? And I put that in air quotes. And if that's the case, where along the lines is that happening? Is that an identification issue? As coaches, are we enamored by somebody who might be becoming better on the ball, but there's something missing in terms of grit and mental preparation? What is it? I think the thing that gets everybody wound up is, how does a country that has all the resources in front of them not be able to lay out a consistent plan? Um, you know, could it just be as simple as, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus because I respect everybody that, has a crack at this, but, Tab Ramos and Omid Namazi have done extremely well as a partnership at the U17s and U20s, and the group was very successful. Could it have been coaching selection? I just circle back that I think as a football country, I do see us improving. I see, where we used to maybe have 4 or 5 quality players, that pool now is at 8, 10, 11 quality players. That means the country is moving forward in terms of player development. Could this just be a natural dip in our evolution? I don't know, but I certainly think that I'm not one to say you throw everything out at once. Yes, we had a struggle with the World Cup team. We had a struggle with the Olympic team. But here's the biggest thing. Maybe we just need to take a step back and just say, although things are improving, we're just not there yet. Isn't it fair to say that, yeah, we're good or we're okay, but we're not there yet? And I think we have a tendency to think that we should be the best fast. And I just think a lot of this stuff takes time. Consistency takes time. To become a Germany didn't happen overnight. To become a Brazil doesn't happen overnight. Remember, there's only a handful of countries who have a right at saying they are really the world's best. The rest are all in the same pool. And I think sometimes, as Americans, we are so proud and we have this innate quality to believe that everything we set out to do, we can accomplish. And I think it's great, but I think it's also premature at times. I think sometimes we can be arrogant, and to think that, okay, I think it's terrible that we have this mindset, oh, it's Honduras. Oh, it's El Salvador. You know, come on. It's it's 11 players, trying to play, with one ball. Things happen on the football pitch, and I take yesterday's Germany and Macedonia game, right? Things happen, and there's a country that has, who's established themselves in terms of players, uh, professional leagues, and their national team. So again, I think tons of things to talk about, but I think it's just part of the process, to be honest.